Roblox has tons of combat-styled games on the platform, and at times it may feel like you've seen and played all of them. But in today's video, I'll be showing you guys 10 great underrated combat games that you need to try out. Some of the games on this list are fighting games, while others are first-person shooters, and I am confident that at least one of these games will appeal to you. So let's get started with the first game on this list, Pirates vs. Ninjas. In this game, you can fight against other players and friends in a wide variety of maps. Pirates vs. Ninjas also features 8 different races that you can fight as, each with their own different abilities, weapons, looks, and roles. The game also has tons of different game modes, whether it be King of the Hill or Hotpoint, making the game different and fun for a long time. Also, I love the building style and UI it has, and it's crazy that this game only has 10 to 20 average concurrent players, so you should definitely check it out. Next on the list though is Critical Strike. This game is a fighting styled game, and similarly to Ninjas vs. Pirates, the game features tons of different characters, each with their own unique abilities and skills. The fights take place in an arena that feature different game modes and maps. To succeed in this game, you need to master your character's abilities and potential combos while also being able to outmaneuver your opponents. If you can't do either of those two things, you may struggle to get kills and wins. Despite that though, this game is pretty friendly towards beginners and is pretty easy to get used to. Moving on, the next game, Q Clash, is a first-person shooter that features different characters, each with their own unique roles and weapons. I think you're starting to see a pattern here. Now this game is more teamwork based, and there are different maps and game modes that make the game more unique. I've already talked about this game in other videos, but Q Clash deserves a lot more attention. It has a lot of potential. In fact, the only problem that I have with this game is that so few people play it that it may be hard to play the game properly, so if you're gonna play this game, try to invite some friends as well. But anyways, let's get to the fourth game on this list, Illusions. Illusions is kind of an arena-like fighting game, and similar to The Strongest Battlegrounds, the game features tons of different weapons, abilities, and other items that help you fight against other players. However, the thing that this game excels at are the different maps and game modes. There are tons of different game modes in Illusions, with some being teamwork based while others are free-for-alls. Also, Illusions has tons of different maps to play in, which helps the replayability of the game. To understand the game though, I would 100% recommend doing the tutorial, as it helps you understand the game's features and weapons. Moving on, the fifth game on this list, Encounters Fighting, is a queue-based fighting game. You can choose who you want to play against, whether it be a random person or a friend. And while 1v1s in this game can be super fun, there are also queue options for 2v2s, 3v3s, and more, which adds a teamwork element to the game, which I think is super cool. Also, like a lot of other games on this list, you could choose from a wide variety of characters you could play as. They each have their own unique abilities and weapons that will help you fight against your opponents. The sixth game on this list though is Rolling Thunder. Rolling Thunder is a hyper-realistic, fast-paced first-person shooter game. This game features a wide variety of customizable weapons and abilities, but it's still a pretty balanced game. Rolling Thunder has a World War II setting and features tons of different maps. You need to work together with your team to defeat the opposing team while going through different objectives that your team needs to complete. This game also does have a PvE version that is pretty fun as well, but I do like the normal Rolling Thunder game better. Moving on, the seventh game on this list is Marvelous Playground. Like a lot of other games on this list, there are tons of different characters to choose from with their own abilities and weapons, but the characters you could choose from are superheroes and iconic characters from popular movies. If you want to be Spider-Man, you could be Spider-Man. If you want to be Doctor Strange, you can be Doctor Strange. The abilities and weapons are also pretty cool, and the game is easy to play even as a beginner. Definitely go ahead and check out this game. But if you're looking for a fighting game that involves magic, Black Magic Unleashed is for you. Black Magic Unleashed is a fun Roblox fighting game that features different characters that have different magical abilities to use in PvP against other players. This game shares a more dark and crystal theme than the other games on this list, which gives it that magic feel. This game also has different maps and has a mix of PvP and PvE, as while you are mainly fighting players, you can also fight AI and bots, but be warned, these bots are pretty powerful and take a lot of skill to properly defeat. Moving along, the ninth game on this list is Fighting. This game has been covered by tons of other videos, but I still think this game deserves more attention. Fighting is a fun fighting Roblox game that has different characters and loadouts to personalize your gameplay. There are also tons of different maps and game modes that keep the game fun. The thing that I noticed about this game is that the attacks are a lot more physics-based and responsive than in other games, which makes the gameplay more fun and unique. Build style and UI is very clean as well. Overall, this game definitely deserves a play. The last game on this list though is Operation Siege. This game is another first-person shooter that relies heavily on teamwork. You can play certain roles to help your team win against your opponents. You can also customize your loadout to experiment with what works best for you. This game is more of a slow-paced game though that requires patience and slow progression. You also need to use strategy and planning to give your team an advantage. Anyways, if you want to play any of these games, all of them will be linked in the description below. Thank you guys for watching the video. video, and I will see you guys in the next one.